Hey guys, make sure to check out G2A.com. A link is in the description below. They have really cheap PC games, Xbox Live codes, and a whole bunch more. Link in the description below.
What's up, X-RAYZ? Welcome back to another video. So what I have for you guys today is going to be something a little bit different. So I used to do a series back in Advanced Warfare called Bootleg Weapons. So basically what this series was, it was where I would make bootleg weapons for the elite weapons back in the day. So for instance, the ASM-1 Speakeasy, I would show you guys how to make a makeshift bootleg ASM-1 Speakeasy. And I figured, well, I couldn't do it in Black Ops 3 because there really wasn't any weapon variants. But this time around with the Infinite Warfare, we do have weapon variants and I wanted to bring it back. So in today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the NV4 Chaos and trying to make as close of a weapon to that as we can. Now, obviously, some things aren't possible. There is no way to increase the rate of fire, but there is some things we can do to hopefully try to get this to somewhat of that level. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, drop a favorite. It does about it is appreciated. And if you are new, if you want to see even more videos like this in the future, I'm going to have a ton more. So make sure you guys subscribe and you guys turn on notifications so you don't miss a single video. Anyways, let's jump straight into the video.
Alright, so the NV4 Chaos. Now, this is a weapon that just recently came out, a new epic variant in Infinite Warfare. Now, it does have a couple of pretty cool changes. One being that it has increased rate of fire when you hip fire. So, if you're hip firing, you're going to notice a really big jump in the rate of fire. This is something we can't really do anything about because it does have a boost in the rate of fire, and there's nothing in Infinite Warfare that allows you to increase the rate of fire of the weapon itself. Now, it does have a secondary effect in that it allows you to have tighter hip spread when you're actually hip firing. So if you're hip firing, your hip spread's actually going to be a little bit tighter, and this is something we can actually do something about. Now, if you do want to learn more about the NV4 Chaos, if maybe you came to this video and want to know more about that one, I do have a video in the description below where we talk about the NV4 Chaos, the stats, the changes, and also a review and a breakdown. So if you guys want to see that video, I'll also have it linked down below. But this one is for someone like for me who is not able to actually get the NV4 Chaos and you want to get something similar to it. So this is a video for you. So as I already mentioned, there is one thing we can do about that tighter hip spread, and that is simply adding the laser sight attachment. Now, when you do this to the NV4, it actually not only boosts up your hip fire spread, but it actually overall also boosts up your accuracy. Now, when you look at the NV4 Chaos, it actually also has the exact same thing. Because it automatically has that built-in a little ability to have a tighter hip spread, it does have slightly higher accuracy than your regular NV4. Now, this doesn't mean that when you're aiming down sights, it has a better accuracy or it has less recoil. This is only being added because of the tighter hip spread. So in fact, you're only getting a boost in accuracy because of that tighter hip spread. So it can be a little bit misleading when you look at the stat changes for the NV4 Chaos and it has +4 and the accuracy, when only it's being added because of the hip spread as opposed to, you know, just regular overall ADS. So what we can do is, again, we can add that laser sight, and it makes it so much more accurate when you're using it, and it makes this weapon a lot more viable when you're running around trying to hip fire people around corners, or if you know there's someone around the corner, you can just hip firing with the tighter hip spread. Now, the other thing that I would highly recommend that you guys add on top of that is to use stock. Now, the only reason I'm adding this on top of that is because we're trying to make this weapon as mobile as possible. Now, with the NV4 Chaos, it's going to have an increased rate of fire when you're hip firing. You want to be able to move faster, try to compensate as much as you can for that rate of fire, and one thing you can do is use the hip spread, is use the stock attachment. Now, the reason you want to do this guy is because you're going to be able to flank around corners better, and then if you add on top of that the third attachment that I do recommend, which is going to be the foregrip, it actually makes this weapon like incredibly accurate. So as we all know, NV4 Chaos has a slower ADS and it also has a faster hip spread. So basically, if you're hip firing, it's faster. If you're aiming down sights, it's slower than a regular NV4. So when you're adding the foregrip, you're adding stock, you're pretty much making it so that when you are firing just ADS, you're going to be firing obviously faster because you're the base weapon, you're not taking that hit, but you're also a lot more accurate and you're going to be a lot more mobile, which means you're going to be able to kill people a lot faster as well. So you're kind of making up for that little bit of the hip spread thing. There's really nothing we can do about the rate of fire, but when you combine the laser sight along with the stock and the foregrip, you're going to make this weapon a lot, in my opinion, overall a better weapon than the NV4 Chaos, and you can use any base or variant of the NV4 that you have. I just so happen to use the Vigilance just for the little bit of the extra perk for sensor, but if you do have just the base version of the NV4, there's really no other stat changes you need to have. have, or any special version of the NV4 you need to have to get anywhere close to the NV4 Chaos. So again, there's nothing much we can do about the increased rate of fire. There's things we can do about the tighter hip spread. There's things we can do to make this weapon a lot more mobile and a lot more well balanced than the NV4 Chaos, which is kind of sad. But then again, this series is called Bootleg Epic Weapons, so obviously we're gonna have some bootleg, shifty as, ghetto as weapons. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the video talking about the NV4 Chaos and how you guys can make a makeshift do-it-yourself version. Obviously not as good, but I think this is an overall more well-balanced weapon to try out. Anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, drop a favorite on the video. It does about it is appreciated. And if you are new, if you want to see even more videos like these in the future, I'm gonna have a ton more Call of Duty, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare Remastered, and Call of Duty 2017 news, info, rumors, leaks, and more coming. So make sure you guys subscribe for that. And I'll see you guys in the next upload. Make sure you guys subscribe and you turn on notifications by clicking the little bell icon. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter if you guys want to stay up to date just to talk or for news info and stuff like that. And of course, if you want to, check out my gaming channel, also linked down below. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.